The bell has rung. Class is in session. Imagine this. One evening, your phone suddenly rings. Your friends say, "Hey, let's go grab some dessert." And they start making plans. They ask you, "Are you coming?" Right at that moment, a sudden wave of anxiety hits you. Why? Because you've just started a great diet that you're adapting to perfectly, and at that very second you have no idea what to say. On one side, there is the hard work you've put into your diet for days. On the other side, a wonderful evening filled with great conversation and delicious dessert to clear your mind with your friends. You feel like if you go, your diet will be ruined. But if you don't go, you know you'll feel lonely and miserable. Sounds like a familiar story, doesn't it? So what would you do, or what have you done so far when caught in this dilemma? As a dietitian who has personally lost 20 kilograms, here is what I would do and what I highly recommend you do. First of all, don't stress out. Being completely cut off from your social life while dieting is a clear sign that you are not on the right diet. Because we know that food is not the only factor affecting the weight loss journey. Even your body's stress levels play a massive role in this process. Therefore, if you truly want to join and go out, accept the invite and just go. Dieting is not just about eating chicken salad or constantly consuming fit desserts. It is high time we completely break away from this mindset. Your diet can easily coexist with your social life or a business dinner. A diet should be a healthy and sustainable lifestyle. Only when it becomes a lifestyle can you achieve permanent weight loss. Now let's talk about how you should make choices when you go to a restaurant or a party, and how you can actually lose weight while still enjoying dessert. Does eating out at a restaurant while on a diet feel terrifying to you? Why do you think that is? It's because we hardwire our brains to view that restaurant as a reward, a rare, hard-to-reach prize. That is precisely why I suggest applying a rule I have mentioned before. The 80-20 rule. If you spend 80% of your week eating healthy, nourishing meals, you can absolutely spend the remaining 20% enjoying your time with friends, socializing, and guilt-free eating the foods you love. Just as eating a single salad won't make you lose weight overnight, eating whatever you want or having dessert with your friends for one single evening won't make you fat either. The weight loss journey is about the general average of your life, not a single day or night. Now you might say, but when I go out or overeat a bit at night, the scale shows a higher number the next morning. Yes, you are absolutely right, but that weight gain is not real. Biologically speaking, it is virtually impossible to gain 1 kilo of pure fat in a single night. That spike on the scale is simply water weight, temporary bloating caused by the high sodium and carbohydrates in restaurant meals that make your muscles retain water. In other words, water retention. And this too is entirely temporary. Let's take a look at the mistakes we make on days we eat out. One of the most common mistakes I see in my clients is starving themselves all day long, just because they are going out for dinner and expect to eat high-calorie foods. This is a massive mistake, because if you think, "I'm going to eat a lot tonight anyway," and skip breakfast and lunch, your blood sugar crashes, and by the time you sit at that dinner table, you end up emptying the bread basket before the main course even arrives. Because your ghrelin levels, your hunger hormone, have completely skyrocketed. As a result, you end up consuming much larger portions than you normally would. What should you do instead? Maintain your regular eating pattern throughout the day. Having a small, balanced snack, like yogurt and almonds, about 2 hours before you go out will help you sit at that table with stable blood sugar. This allows you to eat mindfully, knowing exactly what and how much you actually want. Another mistake is that some of my clients treat restaurant meals or desserts as a reward or a last supper. They often think, "This is my last chance to eat high-calorie food." So even though their stomach capacity is satisfied by just one portion of dessert, they force themselves to eat multiple portions simply because they think they'll never eat it again. This is a highly frequent error. Shifting your mindset from, "This is a reward," or, "I'm eating this for the last time," to, "I can access this dessert whenever I want," will naturally control how much you eat to feel satisfied. Maybe half a slice of cake will be enough for you that day, or maybe 2 slices. You need to listen to your intuition. If half a slice satisfies you and you know you can eat cake whenever you want, you will easily leave the rest on the plate. However, if you restrict yourself and trigger that reward mechanism, you will end up eating 2 whole slices, even if half a slice was enough, simply because you think, "I'll never eat this again." This will not only upset your stomach, but also exceed your normal portion limits and negatively affect you psychologically. Learning how to navigate nutrition in your social life means completing half of your dieting journey. Traditional diet culture has been telling us so many lies for years, and it is finally time to break and manage these false beliefs. Another thing viewed as a major threat outside is beverages. To be honest, I partly agree with the threat aspect here. Drinks are essentially invisible calories. Of course, we can occasionally enjoy alcoholic drinks, cocktails, or sugary syrups in our coffee. But it's important to be aware. A sweet cocktail or a fizzy drink can easily contain as many calories as a whole burger menu without you even realizing it. If you want to drink something with your meal, choosing plain options like sparkling water or water-based drinks while enjoying the food you want is a much smarter strategy. On the other hand, if you are only going out for drinks, you can certainly enjoy alcoholic cocktails. Just make sure to consume plenty of water alongside them. What if there is social pressure at the table? If your friends try to lower your motivation by saying things like, "Are you on a diet again?" or "One bite won't hurt," remember, you do not owe anyone an explanation for your lifestyle. You can easily manage the situation like this. Instead of saying, "I'm on a diet," you can simply say, "I just feel like eating this right now," or "I'm not dieting, I just prefer to eat this way," and close the topic. Your confident stance will speak for itself. Eating is not just about counting calories. Eating is a culture. Think about it. We celebrate by going out for food, we meet up with someone over dessert, and we gather the whole family around a beautifully set table. Food is ultimately a bond we create with people. Mindful eating is not just about nourishing your body at a cellular level. It is also about nourishing your soul alongside the people you love. Now let's get to the homework for this video. This week, make a social dining plan for yourself. Choose any food or drink you like, enjoy it completely guilt-free, and notice what happens. Did you struggle with the menu choices? Did peer pressure push your boundaries? Pay attention to these insights. I am eagerly waiting for your answers in the comments below. Class dismissed.